Hi, Nancy. My name's Julie. How are you doing today?
Hi, Julie. I'm doing all right.
Yeah,
All tired, but I'm okay.
a little tired.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Nancy, before we get to any things, there's a couple things I want to go over just to make sure we're both clear on them, and then I'll ask you some questions if that's okay.
Yeah.
Um, so we had you fill out a request of information. We got that taken care of. We did the disclosures, and then there are a few mandatory reporting situations that I want to go over with you, just
Okay.
in case. Is
Okay.
that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is if there's any imminent threat to you or someone else by you or any suicidal thoughts, like you might harm yourself or you might harm others, I do have a duty to warn about that. So I'm going to need to report that.
Okay.
Um, if there's anyone perpetrating um, harm on a child or a vulnerable adult, or if you're perpetrating harm on a child or vulnerable adult, we're going to need to talk about that.
Okay.
And then I need to report that. But all of these things I would discuss with you
Okay.
um, before I made any phone calls. And
Okay.
then the last one is if we were subpoenaed by a judge, I would need to release those records.
Okay.
But other than that, I think we're good.
Okay.
Nancy, I know you're running a little depressed, but could we just back up a little bit and tell me a little bit about yourself? Tell me your full name and maybe where you're from and just some stuff so I can get to know you a little better.
Okay. My name's Nancy White. I, yeah, sorry. I didn't sleep hardly at all last night. I've just not been sleeping well. So I'm so tired. But during the day, normally, I teach at the high school. So I teach French and ancient history. And I coach tennis. So I really enjoy tennis and have for a long time. I almost went pro actually, but um,
Oh,
that's another.
that's a fun thing.
Yeah, it was a long time ago back when I was younger and my body did what I wanted it to.
Yes, yes, I
Um,
understand that.
Before children, right?
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes.
yeah, that's kind of what I do. I've got two children. They're both older. My both girls. One's 18. Her name is Lucy, and um, we call her Leo for Leonore. Um,
Oh,
Leo is 20. Yeah, they're good girls and um, both off at college. I'm pretty since my husband left, I'm pretty alone right now. Um,
okay.
yeah, my like I said, my husband just left. I'm We've been married for 20 years and he came home one night and said he was done. And I thought he was kidding. I had no idea that he was unhappy. And so, yeah, I have a feeling a divorce is coming. He's going to ask for one really soon. So that makes me really sad.
Sounds like that was quite a shock.
Yeah, it was. I really thought that we were happy. I mean, granted, he did cheat a couple of times, um, once a long time ago, and um, shortly after our daughter was born, and then we worked through it, and it was okay. And he promised that he would never cheat again, and he did. And that was, I don't know, a few years ago. And I
Okay.
told him I was going to leave. I'm leaving. You promised you wouldn't do this again, and you did. And that was, ironically, he that scared him, and he's again promised that he wouldn't do it again. So I don't know if he's like, I don't know if he's cheating again. I don't know if he's met somebody better. I don't know if I'm just not a good enough wife. I don't know. It's got to be me. Why else would he leave? I don't understand.
Well, we can talk about that for sure later. I don't think it's you, but um I do it sounds like it's just all a little overwhelming and a little bit lonely.
Yeah, yeah, it is. with my girls gone, and then like I said, I'm teaching these three classes, or I mean two classes, and then I'm coaching. So I'm
Right,
teaching
right.
French and then um, ancient history and all the grading and all of the student meetings, and like I'm having a hard time keeping up with everything. I'm and like I said, I'm not sleeping. I'm because I go to bed and I'm tired, and then I lay there because I'm alone in this big house and it's dark and it's quiet, and I don't know what's going on with
Yeah.
my husband. With his name's Jay, by the way.
Yeah.
um
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with Jay, and he won't talk to me and just says he needs space, and I don't know what
Okay.
that means. What does space mean? What does space mean?
Right.
What does
Right.
it even
Yeah.
mean? I don't even know. Like I
Right.
something specific. What do I want? What do I need to work on? I mean, I don't know. He wasn't super happy with my body for a long time, and so I mean, but I'm working on that. I haven't been able to eat much lately either, so I've lost some weight.
Yeah.
Hooray, I guess. I don't know.
Well, so you have lost some weight then since this has been going on?
Yeah, I've lost. I just with it just being me at home, like why cook? And so I
Right.
kind of grab what's available if I feel up for it. But most
Mhm.
nights I don't care. So I've lost maybe 5 pounds or so in the last month, maybe
Okay.
less. So it's just
Okay.
kind of started. But yeah, I
Okay.
just not hungry. Not hungry.
Not finding much pleasure in food, really.
No, no, nothing sounds good. Nothing
Okay.
tastes good. I actually enjoy cooking, uh,
Hmm.
but when there's nobody to cook for and it's just me, like, why
Yeah.
bother? So
Yeah. I can
yeah.
understand that. Okay. 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 Well, thank you for answering my question so far. I appreciate it. Will you talk to me? It sounds like you're not sleeping much either. Maybe a little bit about how much you sleep or how often.
Um, let's see. It's gotten. I mean, I never slept really well anyway. I've always kind of
Okay.
been a more of a night owl, but usually when I go to bed, I can, fall asleep. Yeah, I'll read for a little bit or
Okay.
whatever.
Hmm.
Um, but since Jay left, I obviously the first few nights after he left were really bad.
Right.
Had to call into work those first few days. And oh, and I guess it doesn't help that all of my friends they also know Jay because my social support is all at the school. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
I can't talk to anybody. So anyway, I called into work
Okay.
because like I'd been up crying all night long and I just didn't want anybody to ask like what's going on and
Right.
whatever, because again, we work in the same place, so it's weird. Um, yeah, but since then, I don't know, maybe a couple hours a night, three
Okay. Okay.
weekends, maybe a little bit more, but yeah, I go to bed and I feel tired, but then I just lay there and I hear all of this in my quiet house, all the little sounds
Yes.
of,
Yes.
the refrigerator's running or
Right.
creaks or whatever. And
Mhm.
I hate it. I'm by myself. I hate
Yeah.
it.
I'm sorry. Sounds like you might be really lonely.
Yeah.
Um, well, we'll see what we can do to get that taken care of, okay?
Okay.
Um, will you talk to me about I know you said that most of your friends are mutual friends. Do you have any extended family that would be a support system to you? Talk to me about how we're going to get you some support.
Oh, that's hard. Not really close with my parents.
Okay.
My mom she had some mental health issues and is kind of, I don't know, I can't really rely on her. She kind of has her own problems. And when I try to talk to her, she just somehow turns it and then it becomes about her. And so I don't like really talking to my mom about things that are bothering me. My dad left a long time ago.
Okay.
I don't really know my dad. Uh, I have a sister. I have a sister I'm really close to, and
Good.
I
Okay.
just I'm the big sister, and I'm supposed to
Yeah.
look like I've got my life together, and I'm
Right.
doing these
Right.
amazing things. And I went to graduate school, and she got pregnant at 16, and we have kind of different lives,
No.
but I just feel a responsibility to her.
Yes.
And
I
so it's hard to put her in the role of, I don't want to burden her, I guess, at the
right.
end of the day.
Right.
Just, I don't want to add those burdens. But I love my sister. We have a great time together, and she's a lot of fun. And
Good.
so yeah, I have that. And I could probably, I don't know. I I have a I don't go to church, and I haven't
Hmm.
for a really long time. But
Okay.
mainly because my husband didn't like it, and just to keep
Right.
the peace, I decided I just didn't. I'd just stay home too, and I
Okay.
didn't want him to feel like I was being judgy or anything.
Right. Right.
But my church community was um, really solid for a long
Okay.
time when I participated. So that just sounds scary to me, though, going back to
Does it?
it does. I haven't been in so long, and what if people start judging me, and then
Oh,
what if I don't make any friends, and I have to get up and I have to get dressed, and it's just what almost sounds like one more thing to do, and
right.
I'm so tired.
Okay. Okay. Sounds like you're really, really just exhausted from all of this.
Yeah, yeah, physically and definitely emotionally just
Sure.
drained, but it really is starting to affect everything in my life, which is why I finally decided to see if there was some help available, because it's affecting my job. It's affecting, I don't want to get out of bed on a lot of days. I don't, but I do, and I drag myself to work, and
Right.
um but yeah, that's not a fun way to live. I,
No,
I'm
no.
miserable. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, we'll get you some help. We'll get you some help. Talk to me about any medical or physical health history. Do you have any history of any big surgeries or any physical health that we need to maybe know about? Any medications that you're on?
no, like I played tennis for years, so I've always been fairly healthy. I haven't been exercising in a while or and playing tennis. Again, it's just one more thing. I gotta call a friend. I gotta get my stuff together, and I gotta get dressed, and I gotta it's just one more thing. So I feel a
Yeah.
little blue. But
Yeah.
no, I've always been pretty healthy. I did have C-sections with both my babies,
Okay.
um, which I think is why my husband didn't like my body. It's different when you've been
Yes.
sliced open. And
Yes, it is. I do know. Yes.
so,
Yes. I understand that. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, other than that, no, I don't take any medicine besides some Advil every once in a while.
Okay.
I do actually. I don't want to get my friend in trouble though. I don't. Um.
Okay, you can talk to me.
Well, I mean, I guess if I don't share my friend's name, right? Like it'll be okay.
Yeah, we're
Uh.
good.
So my friend has Xanax that she takes
Okay.
for her anxiety, and so um. I mean, she doesn't know all of the details of what's going on right now. She knows that I'm overwhelmed and stressed, and um. But yeah, she knows that Jay and I are separated, but beyond that, I haven't mentioned a whole lot to her. But because she's kind of like awesome. Um, anyway, she takes Xanax, and
Okay.
so I've gone to her a couple of times, and she's given me a couple of her pills. But it's not like it's not regular, and I'm not like taking more than I'm supposed to. I just it's not prescribed to me, so technically I'm
Right.
supposed to be taking it, but yeah, just something to like shut my mind down.
Calm the nerves a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, Tell me how you feel when you're on that.
On the Xanax,
Mhm.
I
Does it
just
help?
it does. I feel helps me unwind a little bit. Like
Okay.
especially at the end of the day, if my students have been especially hard, or my boss,
Yeah. Yeah.
like those days, it's helps just calm me down and helps relieve some of the anxiety and um yeah, I don't drink or anything. I know that combining alcohol with that stuff can be really bad, so
Yeah.
I don't take it with alcohol or wine or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, just to kind of help me settle at the end of the day. And like I said, it's not every day.
Right.
It's only every once in a while. I think, you know, I've gone to her maybe once or twice over the last month.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you for disclosing that. Since we're on the topic of medications, are there any illicit substances that you use or any drinking? Talk to me a little bit about substance use if there is any.
I mean, I don't have any current substance use. I don't really I don't like the taste of alcohol. I think it's gross. I've tried it. Like when I was younger and in college, but like I never to the point where I like got drunk or anything. I didn't like the taste. Like it was
Right.
gross.
Right.
Um, and my mom she drank a lot, and so I wasn't interested in turning into that.
Right.
And then as far as like when you say illicit, you mean like drugs,
Like
like
illegal,
illegal?
any illegal
Okay.
substance.
Yeah, no, I've never tried any drugs or anything. Again, not my scene. I worked really hard. I was like a really good student in high school, and I knew once I hit college that I wanted to pursue a graduate degree, and so I just I really focused on studies and working hard. And so I didn't I didn't have time
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
like, heavy partying or whatever.
That makes sense.
So yeah, no drug use.
Okay. Very admirable. Um, okay, so let's see. What else? Talked about family and social history. As far as have you done any therapy or anything before this?
I did like 10 years ago or so after, oh wait, let me see. We did after my husband's first affair, we did.
Okay.
We did some couples counseling then. Um, I I feel like we learned a lot and that's what helped us get through that. And um, but yeah, none on like my own or anything like that. Just some couples counseling. And I begged my husband after the second affair, like, you know, let's try that again. It worked the first time, and he refused. He did not want anything to do with it. He got really upset, actually. So,
Shoot.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, tell me, Nancy, do you ever feel like going to sleep and not wanting to wake up in the morning?
Um, like, I mean, sometimes I guess, like,
Yeah.
sometimes just because maybe I fell asleep just like a few hours before and I haven't had enough sleep, so I don't want to wake up. I'm too tired.
Okay. Okay.
But like go to sleep and never wake up.
Yeah. Like in the realm of self-harm.
Um, I mean, right after Jay left, I had a few days where I felt that, but not I don't think anything serious. I don't want to die.
Okay.
I don't I don't want to hurt myself. I
Right.
So yeah, I don't know that I've really thought about it beyond, you know, like seriously planning or anything. Just
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean there are some mornings where I like if it's been an especially difficult night and I just want the pain to stop,
Right.
but but yeah, no, not to the point where I would do something. My kids would never forgive me. Like
Yes.
like I and they don't know a lot about what's going on right now.
Okay.
Like I said, they're both off at college, thank goodness. So they're not seeing any of this.
Right. Right.
Um, so yeah, yeah, I could never leave them like that. Not like that. Not like that.
Okay. 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 Perfect. So no plan or anything.
Oh gosh, no.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I mean, I don't even know how I would do it. Like, yeah,
Okay.
I haven't even thought about that. Like, there's no guns in our house or anything like that. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
none of that. So no, I haven't. No plans or thoughts beyond just wanting the pain to stop.
Okay. Understandable. Understandable. Okay. Tell me, let's see. We've already gone through medication history. Talk to me about any abuse or neglect that you've experienced growing up.
Mm. Um, like I mentioned, like my dad left a long time ago, like when I was a kid. So my mom was a single mom and had some of her own mental health challenges. She was super depressed, and I think there was some other stuff too, but she never went in and had anybody like formally diagnose her or anything. But not like as far as like abuse or anything, no. I mean, I wish that she had been around more and had been more present and
Okay.
she did drink, especially on the weekends. She'd drink a lot.
Okay.
But no, like I had clothes to wear and she never hit me and outside maybe a swat, but that was my mom's generation, right? Like,
Yes, that's true.
you spank kids. And so I mean I got my butt whooped a couple times, but
Okay.
not in like an abusive way. So, and then, I mean, yeah, it was pretty, besides not knowing what to expect from her and how she was going to be that day, like I was fed, I was clothed,
Okay.
I worked
Okay.
hard to do good in school and yeah.
Right. Sounds like you had a really good head on your shoulders. Um, was there with your husband any domestic violence history that you
Um,
would consider, or even kind of in the realm of a possibility of any abuse or neglect from your husband?
um, I mean, he's emotionally neglectful, I guess, but as far as like hitting me, like has he ever hit me? No. No, he does have a temper though. Like he has a really
Verbal
bad
abuse?
pardon. Yeah,
Verbal abuse?
like there's some verbal abuse. Like I said, he's not really been very nice about my body sometimes, but he's like never like he doesn't like call me names or anything. He's just kind of mean sometimes. And in fact, this is blurred because there is a hole in the wall behind me that he punched at one point. Um, yeah, he couldn't control his temper very much, but not to the point of like harming me or our children. He just punched the wall. And
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
I understand. I understand.
Does that count as domestic abuse? I don't.
The verb, well, I believe the verbal abuse and the emotional neglect would constitute some abuse. Yes, yes.
Okay.
But we can look more into that. We can delve a little more into that and get some specifics from you.
Okay.
Um, Tell me, do you have any legal history that we need to go over?
Oh gosh, no. No.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no, that I wouldn't be able to be at my job. I'm working with my students. No, no legal history. Like I said, I've always been pretty neutral. Maybe that's why he left. Maybe that's why Jay left. I'm boring. I'm boring. He thinks I'm boring.
Let's
That's
not,
what it
no,
is.
no, 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 no. Let's not. That sounds more about him than about you. You're great. You're great. And we're gonna get you some help and we're gonna get you good community behind you, good support. And then we'll get you feeling better. I want to do that with you, not to you, so we'll do it together.
Okay.
Um, sorry you're struggling.
Okay.
Uh, we'll get you feeling better, okay? I've got some resources here, so let's wrap up today. I'm going to give you some resources just to get you taken care of until we can get you another appointment and get you set up.
Okay.
I've got So we've got what we call the Utah Warm Line. So
Okay.
it's a line that you can call if you're feeling upset or angry or just need somebody to talk to that's not quite as serious as maybe a suicide call or a suicide warning. Yeah, we call it the Warm Line. I've got the number here for you.
Okay.
And then we've also I've got a handout. I'll just email it to you with all the information on it so that
Oh,
you have that.
okay.
You have
Okay.
that. Yeah. And then we've got the Safe UT, the crisis app that's available. If you feel like you're in crisis or in danger of hurting yourself or someone else, then we've got that number that we can give you to call. And then we also have the mobile crisis outreach teams that go around the county. And then there's a number on here to call for that. It's fast, it's pretty immediate, it's also free, and then it can be face to face or it can be virtual,
Okay.
however that works out for you. And then if you guys decide you wanted to do some counseling together, we could do it that way. If
Okay.
not, we just have the individuals that we can do as well,
Oh,
whatever works best for you guys.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So let me get these resources sent to you. I really appreciate you meeting with me and being so vulnerable. I appreciate that. And
Thank
we'll
you.
get you feeling better, okay?
Thank you so much. You've been so nice. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
help.
Okay, we'll
Thank-
talk to you soon.
Okay, sounds good. Bye.
Bye.